What's up, tax savers? Welcome to episode 2 of the CPA's Life Vlog. Kicking it off the second half of the week, into the weekend and on to next week. Hope you enjoy. Just got off my business development coaching call. I'm in this program called the Growth Partnership. It's a 3-year program where we learn how to manage ourselves and manage a CPA firm and learn how to lead. And so we have 2 coaches as part of that, a business development coach and a management coach. And so just got off the business development coach. And even though business development isn't a struggle point for our firm because we're adding a lot of new clients each month, it's still good to get that coaching sounding board to bounce ideas, and then new things come just as a result of just having conversations about the business. You know, working in the business or working on the business, not just in the business. Because if you're just head down, just grinding away, then you might miss things that are important. And so it's really good to pick your head up, look out, and figure out where to navigate as the business owner. So it's a great coaching call. Working on reviewing returns today, and just want to show first step I do when I am preparing a tax return is to tie out retained earnings and the prior year balance sheet. And just as a public service announcement for all you business owners out there, once your tax return is done, don't touch those old prior year books, because that will increase your tax prep fees, because your accountant then has to go through and clean everything up and tie it to get it back to what it was when we did the tax return. It's a lot easier if we just don't touch it, and then we can, if we need to fix something from the prior year, you put it in the current year, and it's just a timing difference. What we're trying to do for ourselves is we put closing date passwords on all of those prior year books. That way they have to call us to get the password from us if they want to make any boo-boo changes. So just a friendly PSA from your neighborhood CPA. Just got home, headed to pick Sadie up from preschool, back to give her a bath. Now I'm heading out to our mastermind night. We might be having a new member join the team, so I'm heading out while Erica takes care of the 2 kids. One thing that we are kind of struggling with right now and trying to figure out is how do you manage a successful home life with a successful business life, especially when you have 2 young kids. And that's been an interesting challenge for us. We still don't totally have it figured out. It's exhausting. Erica is a full-time mom right now, so she is home with the baby a lot, and that gets really tiring. And try to relieve her when I can, but there's duties that go with running a business. So if you've got any ideas and want to start a dialogue on that, I'd love to jump them in on the comments. And how you handle as a business owner. Would love to hear your comments on how you handle the parenthood combined with the business owner. I don't know if you've seen on Randy Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg's sister, and she's also a businesswoman, says the entrepreneur's dilemma is you've got 5 items. You've got sleep, work, family, fitness, and friends, and at any given time you can only pick 3. So what are those going to be? And I actually just this morning put on a whiteboard in our house, wrote all those 5 things down, and day by day did a grid and gonna X off each day what are my 3 today. So it'll show me where I'm out of balance and where I need to adjust as I go. So we'll see how that goes.
Good morning, happy Friday. It's Friday this morning. It's about 3:50, been up for 20 minutes, that's AM. It's my shift to feed baby Jack. I thought he was up at 3:25, I thought I heard him. So I got up, turns out he's still snoozing. So I'm deciding to get a little bit of work done. So I'm just cranking out some early morning work until he wakes up. Gonna feed him, put him back to sleep, get back to the cloud, work remotely, try to get ahead of the game before, at 4:15 in the morning, there's no clients emailing you or employees trying to ask you questions, so it's a really good time to get work done. So that's what I'll be doing in between feeding the little baby. So, happy Friday.
Just in the afternoon here, just getting returns out the door, and also had some training this morning. Had one specific question that I thought might be valuable for those of you out there who are starting up a business, and it was around someone who was putting money into his business before it really started, and how to handle that from an accounting standpoint. And startup costs actually have to be capitalized. You can't deduct all of your costs to launch the business in the first year that you started. So if you have any kind of run-up costs, so if you're launching a new store and you have all kinds of repairs and improvements to that store, or your initial marketing before you're open for business, those count as startup costs, and they have to be capitalized and then deducted over 15 years instead of all in the first year. Now there's a special rule that allows you to take up to $5,000 just flat in the first year and then take the rest over 15 years. But that's something to think about when you're doing your planning. That can be a significant difference if you have to shell out $100,000 to get something started, and you can only deduct 1/15 of that instead of the full $100,000. That plays a major factor in the tax you're going to owe. So that's something to think about. The other, on a totally unrelated note, something I always look forward to every Friday, especially during the tax extension and tax season crunch, when I've got more tax returns to do than average, is when it is New Music Friday on Spotify, and all those new albums come out. Today was a particularly good day. I'm a country fan, so Thomas Rhett had a new album out. Toby Keith had a new album out. Jack Johnson, a bunch of artists had individual songs out. Really just a good day for music. So that was very exciting to wake up to. That's one of the first things I do when I wake up on Friday, is check the new releases section of Spotify. So that was a positive for today as we head into this weekend. The weather's getting a little cooler. Excited to have some family time. So hope you're going to do the same.